Hey, good morning. Good morning. From inside where it's nice and warm, welcome to the Daily Dose. This is a first. I think actually this is a very first episode out of 250 something episodes. I'm smiling right now because I have the house all to myself, just me and Owens over here on the couch. I'm bringing this edition of the Daily Dose. You like my tree in the back there? We got a live tree up there. We have our house is kind of small ceilings, so we can't have a really high. It looks really like a big Christmas tree, but it's like one of those. You get like the size of 7 to 8 foot, 8 to 10 foot. If you have those big ceilings, maybe go bigger. Maybe you have a fake tree. We got a real one back there. My wife fills it back up in there, down below there. Every morning she gives it a nice drink of water. Pretty relatively not too crazy a tree, pretty basic, right? We're a pretty basic family. But anyway, I wanted to share with you today the real reason why you're not achieving your goals. Really, there's only one main reason, and we're going to talk about that because there's a lot of reasons people give me why they're not losing weight, why they're not getting in better shape, why they just can't seem to put it together. And there's really only one reason, true reason, real reason why it isn't. I'm just going to go over the reasons it isn't. The reason people tell me a lot of times, I talk to tons and tons of people over time, and they're like, Mark, I'm not getting results because I'm just too busy. Mark, I'm not getting results because this diet isn't working. Mark, I'm not getting results. I'm not achieving my goals because this workout isn't working for me. High intensity interval training is just not working for me. Mark, having no carbs in my diet is just not working for me. This diet that I tried, this keto diet, this paleo diet, this Atkins diet, I think they're all kind of one and the same. I'm just kidding. This HCG diet, it just didn't work for me. The Weight Watchers just didn't work for me. I don't know. There's just an endless buy. This gym membership just didn't work for me. This cleanse just didn't work for me. This body wrap, cold therapy fusion, fat fusion, whatever you want to call it, Mark, that just didn't work for me either. And you know what? That Peloton, I bought that Peloton and that just did not work for me. Oh, I even bought those exercise videos. I've even tried those really intense exercise videos, P90X and all those other ones. And you know what? That just did not work for me. And, I even tried tracking my calories and that just did not work for me. And I can just tell you that's not the reason why. Because in all honesty, in all fairness, all of those, as far as achieving your goals, maybe if it's weight loss goals, pretty much anything and everything will work. The reason why you haven't achieved your goals yet is because of this one reason, and it has to do with consistency. You see, consistency purely is the key. Consistency is why most people fail, why most people give up. I don't even care. You can just rattle off the top 100 diets that are out there, and we know there's over 1,000, right? And the reason why people don't achieve their goals on that and they don't succeed is that they give up. They give up. You give up too easy, and that's the reason why, because it's hard to be consistent if you give up, right? And the reality is when you become consistent in achieving your goals, right? If you become consistent in eating healthy, guess what? You're going to achieve the goals of reason why you're eating healthier. Chances are you're trying to lose some weight. If you're in your 40s or 50s, like people give me the excuse all the time, it's my hormones and my age, and that is not the reason why you're not achieving your goals. Now, we're talking about health and fitness goals here, right? I'm the fitness coach. But this is not the reason why you're not achieving your health and fitness, your weight loss goals. Is just you're just not consistent. You can't tell me that it's your age. You can't tell me that it's all your job, your workplace, the stress, all those things. At the end of the day, it comes down to the single one thing, and it's called consistency. And I know from my own personal experience, when I am more consistent with my workouts, guess what? I get stronger and I get in better shape. When I'm more consistent with my diet, when I'm more consistent in my eating habits, guess what? I get in better shape. When I get more consistent in everything, and you can relate it to everything outside of food and even exercise. Like if you're consistent in your relationship you have with yourself, guess what? You're going to have a better relationship with yourself. If you're consistent in the relationship you have with your family and your children and your wife, and maybe even in your business, and maybe your boss, the relationship you have, the business relationship you have, you're going to be, again, when that is more consistent, guess what? You are going to achieve your goals. And that's across the boards. So that's the thing. And the hard thing for us is it gives us an easy way out. It gives us an easy excuse. You could try all of the diets. And like at the end of the day, quick fixes are quick fixes, right? That's not a long-term solution. But achieving goals, the hard thing with people when it comes to, yes, I've achieved my weight loss goals. Mark, I lost 50 pounds on that diet or this diet or this or that. I've achieved. Okay, my question is what's next? Because you and I both know that it doesn't stop there. In fact, the starting line for a lot of people is after they lose the weight. You see, it's interesting to talk to people who are like trying to lose weight, trying to get in better shape, and they lose the weight, right? And then they just stop. They lose 30 pounds or 50 pounds. And then they just stop. They think like, okay, I did it. I succeeded. Congratulations. Goal achieved. And while I like to celebrate people on their weight loss journeys, I love to celebrate when they have these breakthroughs, right? Breakthroughs are what it's all about. Breakthroughs in their relationship with food, breakthroughs with their exercise goals, maybe fitting in clothes. That's awesome. But the reality is it can't stop. This is a lifelong process. Goals should be goals. You should have goals. I got goals. I got relationship goals. I got parenting goals. I got personal goals, fitness goals. I have business goals. And again, the reality is what happens when you do achieve the goals. Like I know before I got married, one of my goals was to get married, right? And I had achieved that goal. Well, guess what? It doesn't just stop. It's like, oh, I get married and that's it. That's how the relationship is. I'm just going to be perfect the rest of my life. That's not how it works, right? Do you understand? That is not how it works. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Amy. Good morning to you. And so while we go through this, the real reason you're not achieving your goals, it's simple. It's one word: consistency. It's the one word. It's the one thing, the one component to my coaching program that helps people not just reach their goals, but set new goals and then set new goals and then set new goals. And then you're at the top of the tree. Where's our star on the top of the tree anyway, by the way? Oh, you know what? I think my wife said that. I was like, hey, wait a second. We're missing something up there. Baby Jesus, we're missing the star up on the top there. It's actually, you see it goes right to the ceiling. We're going to have to prop one kind of in the little lines there. Sorry, got distracted. You like my tree, by the way? Hey, listen, if this has helped you understand, it's consistency. The key to consistency is having a couple of things. So you want to know, well, Mark, how do I get consistent? If I want to achieve my goals, how do I get consistent? Well, I can tell you for personal, I'm going to just share with you now. Again, I'm going to go to the grave with this. Is the way to be consistent is to have a support system, accountability system for my business. I have a coach, I have a mentor, I have a team of people that I'm surrounded by to help me on my path to achieving my goals. And this year, I've achieved my goals. Last year, I achieved my goals. The year before that, I was all over the place because guess what? I didn't have that accountability. I did not have that support. And maybe you don't have that support right now. Maybe you don't have that accountability right now. Maybe the main reason you're not consistent is you don't have anybody to help you along your journey. And that's the difference. You see? Goals are meant to be like, if there wasn't, there would be no word as goal, right? That word wouldn't exist if it didn't mean that we weren't meant to achieve goals. And I want you to succeed. I want you to achieve all the goals that you desire. If you're trying to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, if you're trying to be the best for you and for your family, if your mindset believes that there's more on the table for you, you have more, there's more to give, you have more inside of you. You can just get it out. If you can just get stronger, if you can just get on the right path. And the key to getting on the right path to your goals is consistency. Now, listen, if this message found you well, I want you to share it. This is a shorter one. I'm going to make it a point to make shorter ones. Mark said, I love your messages. Sometimes they're long, and I get it. I'm long-winded, but I'm also passionate what I do. I love it. Like, who gets to sit in their couch on a Wednesday morning next to their Christmas tree? They got the dog on the couch over here and gets to help people on their path, gets to encourage, gets to inspire, gets to support, give people the consistency that they need. I hope you realize that I'm going to be one of the most consistent people you will ever meet. If you've been following me any point of time, 200 and something, whatever episodes later, again, if you've been following me or watching me, maybe you haven't in a while, maybe you're just tired of watching me, that's cool. Then this message may not resonate with you, but just so you know, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm only on this world and on this planet for 48 years. I hope God willing gives me another 48 more. And guess what? I'm going to be consistent about helping people. I'm going to be consistent about making sure people are on the right path, so long as they want to be on the right path. And the first step of getting consistency is knowing why you want to be consistent. Why do you want to get healthier? Why do you want to lose weight? Why are you trying to be better? Why are you trying to improve? Why are you trying to get your life in order, your health in order? Why? Like, ask yourself that question. I get a lot of people like, Mark, I want to lose weight. And I'd say, well, why do you want to lose weight? You've been 50 pounds for the last 10 years. It's a simple question, right? Well, why do you want to lose weight? Oh, well, I know it's not getting easier and I know it's only going to get harder. Yeah, but that's not a reason. That may be like a position for you to realize, because that's kind of a no-brainer. As you get older, losing weight is going to get harder, right? So my question is why? Okay, do you want the next generation, if you're out of shape and overweight, do you want the next generation to follow in your footsteps? If you've had a lot of medical issues and health problems and related to not taking care of your personal health, do you want your family, your children, and your children's children to actually follow suit? Because chances are, if they're watching mom and dad take crappy care of themselves, guess what? One of two things happens. They're either going to say, there's no way I want to go down that road ever. And that's a possibility, but most of the time it's the other, where it's you just following what mom and dad put on the table for dinner. You following mom and dad as they take you through the drive-through every, 3-4 nights a week. You follow mom and dad and just sit around on the couch instead of going to the gym. I am sitting on the couch, by the way. Those are the things. Like, you have to ask yourself the question, why? Why do you want to achieve the goals? Like, once you know why you want to achieve the goals, then it's how are you going to be consistent? Well, you got to plan and prepare. And that's one of the things that I do. I happen to do really well. I've been planning people's schedules and workouts and nutrition plans for 25 years. It doesn't get much better than that. I have a little bit of experience. So anyway, I hope this message found you well. It is truly about consistency. We've been in this same house, okay? The same house right here for the past. I'm a one home owner, right? Like, there's something about consistency. We've been in the same house 2018 years. And guess what? We've had a live tree every single year in that corner. I think we moved it over here at one point, but right here in this corner, every single year, a live tree at Christmas time. Our kids know that. In fact, I messed up and put the lights. I put white. We were like, oh, let's try some white lights. And that got kiboshed because my kid said, no. And my wife's like, yeah, I'm not digging the white lights. We have old school colored lights, the ones you screw in the bulbs and they go right across. It's kind of like the setup. It's almost like routine. We have that. There's consistency there. And I'll tell you what, there's a comfort in consistency. Again, your body's going to be more comfortable being consistent with you being healthy than it is not. Doesn't that make sense? If it does, all I ask for you to do is to share this below. And if you're catching this as a replay, let me know replay so I know who came on here later. If this is live, go back in. It'll be saved. It'll be recorded here and you can watch it from the beginning. I hope you do. And if you found this message to be valuable, just share it with somebody. Share it to your page. Share it with a friend. Appreciate you. Take care and have a blessed rest of your week. Talk to you tomorrow.